Hey world changers, Miss McCarthy here with this week's Motivational Monday episode. In today's episode, we're going to talk about something that's kind of challenging to talk about, making mistakes. But before we dive in, don't forget to tap that like button and hit subscribe. That way you're the first to know when I drop a new video. Okay, so it is Monday, and we all know that Mondays, sometimes we come with the Monday blues. We're not quite ready for the weekend to be done, but you know what? That's all in how our mind sees it. If we can change the way that we think about Mondays, we can change our lives. And that's what I decided to do a few years ago. I was like, you know what? I am going to rock it on Mondays. I'm gonna be pumped and super excited because it is the start of a brand new week and I am ready to make a difference. So let's go ahead and bust out our best power pose. We're gonna go feet apart, hands on your hips, stick out your chest and repeat after me. This is how I Monday. All right, let's talk about making mistakes. You may or may not know this about me, but before I teach a lesson, whether it be a video lesson on my website or teaching live in front of a group of students, I always walk students through something that I call the Mathematical Mindset Creed. The first two lines of the Mathematical Mindset Creed are super important, and I want you all to break it down with me now. So go ahead and repeat after me. This is a safe place to make mistakes. Mistakes help me learn and grow. Good, let's do it again. This is a safe place to make mistakes. Mistakes help me learn and grow. All right, so these are the first two lines of the Mathematical Mindset Creed for a very important reason. You see, when I was a third grader, a fourth grader, a fifth grader, I did not think that it was safe for me to make mistakes. No one ever told me this. I thought mistakes were bad. I thought making mistakes meant that I wasn't smart. I got so embarrassed when I made mistakes in front of other people. So you know what I did? As little Sarah in third, fourth, and fifth grade, I would go into my room, I would close the door, and whatever I wanted to get better at, I would practice without anybody else around. Because you see, in my room, I was safe to make all the mistakes that I needed to make in order to get better. And then I realized that all that studying behind closed doors, all the mistakes I made in my room, I was able to show up to the test ready to rock and roll because I had practiced and made a lot of mistakes and learned from them. So now flash forward to when I became an adult, when I became a teacher, and I realized that students do not like to make mistakes either. I noticed my students struggling and getting all squirmy-wormy when they didn't grasp a skill right away. They would make one tiny little mistake and they would feel so defeated and completely shut down. So you know what I did? I told them that this classroom is a safe place for them to make mistakes. And once they believed this, once they truly believed this, because I kept telling them and showing them through my actions that it was a safe place to make mistakes, they embraced their mistakes in a whole new way. They started to see that their making mistakes was an opportunity for them to learn and grow they did. I want to make sure that you know that making mistakes is not bad. Making mistakes does not mean that you are not smart, and you do not have to feel embarrassed by your mistakes. So here's how you can change your mindset about mistakes. First of all, create a safe place in your mind. When I was a student, I created a safe place, my room, to make mistakes. But you have a safe place in your mind. You have to constantly tell yourself, it is okay for me to make mistakes. You have to accept that mess-ups are going to happen. So just give yourself some grace and love yourself through it. Number two, when you make a mistake, own it. Don't be the person that brushes their mistakes under a rug, you know what I mean? Like,
oh, that never happened, you didn't see that.
Or blame somebody else.
That wasn't me, it was him.
Yeah, don't be that person. The faster that you own your mistakes, the faster that you can learn from them and move on. And finally, number three, reflect on your mistakes. This means that after a mistake happens, take time to think about how you could avoid it in the future. Where could you have done better? Where did it go wrong where you could try something else so next time you don't make the same mistake? That's it. With mistakes, you gotta create a safe place, own them, and reflect. If you do this, you are going to learn and grow so fast. Doing this will change your life, which is pretty awesome because you are totally awesome. By the way, I am a math teacher for grades 3, 4, and 5, and I am not even going to pretend that I don't make a ton of mistakes. In fact, whenever I make a mistake and students catch it, it makes me so happy because it means y'all are thinking, and I just laugh about it. If you need a safe place to make mistakes in math and you need help with grades 3, 4, or 5 in math, I really encourage you to head on over to my website where you can check out tons of videos. The website is mccarthymathacademy.com. Don't worry, the link is below. Just click it, it'll take you right there. All right, before we go, remember that you were born with something special and it's your job in your lifetime to figure out what that is and then use it to make this world a better place. And yes, I mean you. See you next time, world changers.